Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gills in the Blood TV for another match day live. Penultimate home game of the season today as we take on mid-table Blackpool, already safe after 3 home wins on the bounce. Team news has just come in, a little bit delayed getting to the ground unfortunately due to traffic en route, but the big team news is surrounding all the Toms today for the Gillingham, and that is that Thomas Holy, player of the season contender, probably one of the most improved players in the squad this season, has been benched, which means Tom Hadler is starting. First competitive start for Tom Hadler in the league, and Tom Eves, the third Tom, he's back in the starting lineup today, and the skipper as well. Lee Martin's returned after his 4-game suspension, which makes sense to me. We've lacked creativity in the last few games, that's plain for all to see. I think trying to catch up with Stocky as quickly as we can, as soon as I can get to the ground, to get his thoughts on everything. But yeah, that's the big breaking news. Tom Hadler starts for Gills today for the first time. In a row, get the framework, only one win in. Finally made it to the ground. Obviously mentioned the team news on the earlier part of the vlog. We're just going to get Stocky's reaction to it. What do you make then? All the big news surrounding the 3 Toms today then? Yeah,
exactly. A bit surprised that Hadler starting, but it'd be nice to see him in a bit of a competitive action, see how he gets on. It's a bold call by Lovell, considering our recent run of results, but hopefully it pays off. And also because he's the one that keeps saying he doesn't think we're quite safe here. Yeah. You could understand it if we were mathematically safe, then I'd say yeah, chuck them all in. If it was the last game against Plymouth and hopefully find out we are safe, then you wouldn't be surprised to see him start. But
it's good to see though, isn't it? I think he's been waiting in the wings for a while and he's bided his time, hasn't he? So
yeah, he's had a few loan spells. The reports from them are good, so
yeah, and he's worked his way up the pyramid as well, isn't it? They've not all been at one level. Where was he most recently? Conference South, I think, which was a decent enough level. Reminds me a little bit of a couple of seasons ago when we turned up and Justin Edinburgh dropped Stuart Nelson and played them nice. Oh, yeah, that sort of feel around it, a little bit of surprise. Other than that, there's not too many changes, are there, really?
No, Lee Martin looks a good team on paper. Hopefully the formation will work well with the starting level we've got.
Scott Wagstaff been dropped. We just said before we come on here, as well as he's done all right recently, we're not playing well, are we? And I just said to you, he wasn't fit when we won 4 out of 4 in January. I think it was pretty much this side, probably apart from Holy was in goal and Zach Riley would have been your centre half. Yeah. Because it was that diamond, weren't it, of Byrne, Hess, Riley and Lee Martin behind Parker and Tom Eves. It makes sense to me. We've got our 2 top scorers up front today, so
yeah, hopefully we're finally getting that Luton win that we haven't had in a while at home. So at all, yeah. And I'm feeling quite confident that today I'm going to go for a 2-1 win.
I said when I did the match day preview Thursday night, I said Hart was saying 2-1, Head was saying 1-0. I think we've got a great chance if we play the right system and play to our full capacity, and I think we've got the right system. So now it's over to these fellas that get out on the pitch in a little while. So yeah, so none of us are predicting a defeat, and we'll give you more footage as soon as the game starts.
His home debut
penalty. Tom Adler's at fault, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's a free kick. Hit him with pace that he's parried out, but he hasn't got enough on it.
Straight at him as well, wasn't it? And he's just
straight at him, and it's just a tapping for
Carl Vassell, I think it was, from about 3 or 4 yards. Sadly, because he's been quite solid until then.
Yeah, I mean, he hadn't had a save to make, but he looks quite assured so far. He's had a couple of good kicks, seems to have controlled his defence well. To be honest, they looked like scoring Blackpool. Had a headed chance 4 minutes in.
That was Vassell as well, I think.
Hit the bar, and then a few minutes later he headed one just over. So it's been coming for them, in my opinion.
And from our point of view, it's been a non-event attacking-wise again, isn't it? Sadly, so
we haven't tested their keeper. We had one shot at Martin's box, and that's about it.
Stay with us a minute. Hesse's got it there. It's gone wide to Lee Martin, but Lee Martin's going to be a free kick to Gills. 2-0, and it's too easy to give.
Far too easy. They've got so much time in the area.
Vassell's bullying everyone, isn't he?
He's got so much time though. The ball gets played into him, and he's got time to take a touch, get his head up, pass it back out wide. Again, we don't defend it.
And then it comes back into him again, and I think he spun Amar far too easily. Gets to the byline, and Delphin Wazo, I'm not sure it was marking Delphin Wazo in the box, but he just looked like he wanted it in the last. You can hear behind us the reaction from the Gills fans at the moment. It's understandable, because this is awful.
Taking the kick off, we just kicked it straight out. That's why. We're an absolute embarrassment.
2-0 down, and it probably flatters us a little bit. Half time here at the Priestfield, and 2-0 down, and we've been woeful again, haven't we, unfortunately?
Yeah, nothing going forward whatsoever. Their keeper hasn't had saves to make. Had a flurry of corners towards the end of the half, but that's literally as good as it's got.
We had one where we nearly made something. I think Tommy's got the end of a cross and Ben Nugent couldn't stretch for it, but in open play.
Well, we're clutching at straws to even describe or put a positive spin on it.
No.
To even describe a chance. There hasn't been any.
No, there's been none at all, unfortunately. There's been, again, trouble. We've somehow made Rotherham look like a decent performance. That's how bad we've been. Yeah. It's just been loafing from front to back, unfortunately.
Again, no creativity, same issues from Tuesday night. No creativity in the midfield of being overrun.
Simple things as well, what frustrate me, like the offsides again, where we take a short throw in and then we can't be bothered to get back on the floor.
And like when we had that flurry of corners and then we go short for one and completely mess it up.
Yeah, after one good delivery and then change it up and it all goes wrong again. And then how many times have we rolled the ball out of play with under no pressure? And then the one at the end for me was Mark Byrne broke with it and I screamed it and moved forward, but in fairness to him, he looked around, there's not one player showed for him.
No one again within 10-15 yards of space. So he had to do it on his own, lost it, and then it's the same problem again.
We said during the first half, and we were very good earlier on in the season under Steve Lovell when we were scoring the first goal, starting well, getting out of the blocks quick and then managing the game. We just worked out the last time we scored the first goal in the football match, didn't we? 13th of February, when we won 2-1 at Northampton. It's over 2 months since we scored the opening goal, and I think therein lies our problem. We now...
What did you say, was it 2 in the last 8 that we scored?
Yeah, and now we need 3 to win this game in 45 minutes. It ain't happening. We're back now, unfortunately, there's no point in dressing it up, to where we were when we had 80 penalties, because we're conceding 2. We're not conceding like 4 and 5 in games,
but it's the same issues then, weren't it? We weren't scoring enough.
Exactly. So as soon as we go 1-0 down, we're not desperate. I cannot unfortunately I can't see a scoring 3 in this. We need one really early to give ourselves a chance and give the crowd a lift. Just looking at the substitutes, Scott Wagstaff is not out, so he might have got in to get changed. But who would you take off?
I think Parker's looking forward to me again. He is poor on Tuesday night.
Looks off the pace. I can't see it being him though, because the 2 strikers are still out warming up. If Wagstaff's gone in, you'd think it's got to be a central midfielder. We've gone back, because we think we've gone the wing backs, don't we?
Yeah, it looks as if we've gone 3 at the back. Hopefully it looks as if he's tucked in with Nugent and Amar.
But in fairness, we can make 11 changes if we were allowed. That's our ball, but that's no disrespect to Tom Adler.
Yeah, no disrespect to Tom Adler. I mean, he was at full probably for the first goal, but
he's not made a save. They've had 2 proper chances, 3 proper chances, sorry, and they've scored 2 of them. But
3 proper chances, they had more than us though.
Exactly, yeah. 4 more than us.
I think if there's a few more games left this season,
we'd be in real trouble. I think, yeah, like you say, with the other teams trying to get out of it, are just going to run out of time, thank God.
I said the other day I was panicking about it, and watching that, there's
I've just tweeted for the first time. I've kept saying no, we're fine. Today's the first time I'm starting to get a little bit. I can't see where the next point's coming from, unfortunately.
You can't see it next week. Not
Plymouth and Rome. Plymouth ain't going to turn up and roll over, are they? They're going to still have players to play for. And their players, even if they're in the playoffs, they're going to get 11 players out on the pitch that want to get in the side for the playoff games. So it's been really, really poor. Scott Wagstaff is coming on because he's just come out the tunnel stripped off. So we'll await news on who's coming on for and bring that to you as and when. But yeah, it's been really, really poor and we are 2-0 down. When we thought this afternoon couldn't get any worse. What we played, 30 seconds in the second half.
Yeah, not long.
Ball played into our box. Tom Eaves is all over the fellow and just pulls him down, and they've got a penalty. So it could soon be 3-0. We'll stay with it.
Joey Spear with a penalty.
This is game over.
I feel sorry for Hadler, to be honest.
Yeah, he's made his debut on what's turning into a hiding. It looks like could be a hero though here. Joey Spearing steps out. They've had the save for us in the post, but it's not gone in and we're still alive just. But we really need to wake up, don't we? Because it's another lazy start, that's what I'm trying to say, but still 2-0 and we're still just about in this, and the crowd are trying to get behind. Chance for us to get good delivery into the box now. Luke O'Neill, free kick from our right wing, we'll stay with this one.
This seems to have woken us up.
It's woken the crowd up as well. It's actually good. It is decent. Oh, it's beating the front man. It looked better than I thought it was going to. All the way back to Tom Adler. Not a bad ball. Ben Nugent stayed up. Flicked it on to Max Seymour. This is all a bit back the front here, isn't it?
Keep going, keep going!
There's no foul. And he's given their throw. Corner to Gills. Seriously, mate, give it a rest. Oh, God. It's relentless, isn't it? He's trying to win headers. Oh, we've got one behind. I've won every header in the box when we've had 3 kicks. Another free kick that they've defended too easily, unfortunately, isn't it?
Subs just been made national before hopefully.
They can't say we're not going for it. 3-4-3 it looks like.
And a foul throw.
And now we've had a foul throw for feet off the ground just to sum this appalling performance up. Still 2-0 with 19 minutes plus injury time. Uh, 3-0. Game over. Twat! We're in real trouble, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't even see where a goal comes from, let alone a point. We've had.
Even though we've picked up since the penalty miss, we still haven't tested their keeper.
We still not made a save all game. I cannot remember. I honestly can't remember a keeper making a save down at Priestfield. It's been that long.
It's just shocking, embarrassing. Losing 3-0 on your own patch to Blackpool ain't a great team.
No, this is, yeah, you'd understand it more if it was like top of the league or something, but we've been shocking again.
For me, Parker's been lucky to stand.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's just lazy, just not looking along the line. He's always offside. But he's not the only one who's been well off the pace again, unfortunately. There's plenty that since Portsmouth have dropped right off, and 3-0 and 7 minutes left. Right, I've just left the ground, finished 3-0 to Blackpool. They thoroughly deserved it, and we got all that we deserved, unfortunately, didn't we, mate? That was naff all.
Yeah, definitely. We were abysmal. Blackpool was more than worthy of 3 points. Missed the penalty, hit the bar.
That's just 2. I think there was more than that as well, to be honest, but we were that desperate for shots on target. We're classing 2, well, 1 cross and 1 Terry toe punt at the end that we're trying to class as shots on target. We were that bad, weren't we?
Normally, if you know we've lost and we've had a bad performance, you can take positives out of it, even in some little way. But for me, there isn't any.
The only one for me, and I know he was at fault for the first goal, and I've just tweeted the same as you and said it's struggling to find a positive, but is that Tom Adler, aside from that first goal, was pretty solid on debut. But
yeah, I feel sorry for him. At the end, he was walking around and he was like apologising to the fans. But
yeah, I don't think
he's got nothing to apologise for.
No, he's had to. He's had no help from anyone in front of him, has he?
Make mistakes. He's making his home debut in a struggling team, struggling for form, out of confidence, out of sorts. Rumours that players are on the beach and not giving it their all, and he's made 1 mistake in 90 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And
no need to apologise, Tom.
Like you just said, it gets magnified when you're a keeper, unfortunately, doesn't it? A goalkeeper, all his errors are magnified. Strikers miss a sitter, and everyone forgets about it the next day. So, but yeah, that's about as good as it was, unfortunately, Gills fans.
We just need this season over.
And just to stay above that line, I think the biggest positive for us, actually, if we're looking for it, is that Bradford equalised in the last minute against Rochdale to keep the gap at 5 points with 2 to play.
Well, maybe just talking off the pitch as well. Hopefully Scally's seeing the recent run of form and it actually think that he'll put his money in his pocket and start spending some money.
Sting him into action a little bit,
We can't do this next season again.
No, because we've gone back to, unfortunately, being very predictable, and unfortunately with a squad that does work hard but lacks quality, when we do go behind, we suddenly look very one-dimensional again at the moment, like we did under Adrian Pennock. But yeah, it wasn't very good. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time, up the Gills.